Hi everyone. Clearly it's me and I haven't changed. So I'm dressed up like this because in this cruise, the idea tonight was to dress up as ancient future because I don't have anything. I don't have clothes and anything. I couldn't do anything. So I basically use paper, kitchen paper, and a spoon and Sprite can thing. So that's all I got. And everyone here is very well dressed up. And my paper here, my role in this place is to shame everybody, and which is kind of a mission for my soul. So the moon is right here behind me, and the eclipse has just started. So it's very difficult to show it through the computer, but I wanted for all of you to be connected with this energy. People here in this cruise are basically doing. It's not like when we travel; they are doing their own things. So they are not like connecting right now. But we scheduled something for 9, which is when the biggest moment of the eclipse will be done. So we all we're gonna be here together doing a connection and meditation. The goal basically is not that I'm gonna guide anything. I'm not gonna guide a meditation, anything. Um, I just want to explain the importance of this eclipse right now, and I would like for everyone to feel the energy of this moment, and then we will be doing an alignment, a meditation, an activation. But I'm not gonna guide anything. I just want to open this portal for you to receive this energy and this movement that we are gonna move here at 9 in 1 hour, and basically to explain you a little bit about the importance of this eclipse. So basically, this eclipse is under the month of Taurus and the shade of Scorpio. So basically, it's very important for us this eclipse because it closes the 6 months of task that we have begun in the eclipse of November 8th in Argentina before the 11/11. So basically, this means that today finish a cycle that we all started in 2022. So basically, today ends a stage of eclipses since 2022, our task, and tomorrow starts a new stage in which we have to aim to manifest into the matter everything that we have been working spiritually. So this is why this eclipse is so important, and also that's why I wanted to ridiculize myself to call the attention. So basically, everything that we opened in the eclipse of November 8th, in the 11/11, we opened 6 months of a period of instability to work in all the things, to work in a transition to a new thing. So today, that ends. And from now on, starts a new stage of 6 months in order to work for the transition to manifest. That's why this eclipse is so important to all of us. And incredibly, we are transmitting this eclipse from Tel El Amarna. For those who don't remember or don't know why it's so important, Tel El Amarna, so I will explain a little bit. So um, here was founded the city of
Hello,
Akhenaton.
everybody.
Oh,
There is
Akhenaton.
a full moon lunar eclipse happening over the next 20.
So in this region, the king Akhenaton founded the city that encoded the idea of a new civilization, of a new philosophy related to one god, to the
There is a
sun.
full moon lunar eclipse happening right now. Right now. Don't miss it. Tell everyone.
So this region here is the settlement of a new civilization, is the settlement of a new idea, of a new concept of everything. And as you see with my idea of ontocracy and this idea of creating something new, a new society that we aim to do in the next stage, it turns out to be that today we are connecting with that same energy from the city that once tried to do the same. So Akhenaton basically was against all the ancient system of different gods and goddesses and powers and bureaucracy along the Nile, and all of it, um, unified all of it uh, in one concept. Like many are only one, the only one God, which is the sun, Aton, and he founded this philosophy that unified Egypt. So he was the first one on getting out from the old system and creating a new capital, a capital for the sun. Su vida dio vuelta toda la filosofía de Egipto. His life turned upside down all the Egypt, the Nile philosophy. Y it was like a turning point for the history of this country. And it's really amazing that here we are able um, to finish one cycle and begin another one from the city of the 14 doors that was founded to create a new society. And we from here set the intention to create this new idea of a new society, of a new system, social system related to biology. Let's remember that the system that we are creating, the system that we are trying to manifest since tomorrow, it's the idea of an ontocracy, which is a social system based in biology. And since tomorrow we settled the idea to manifest it. They are here. So I'm gonna go to check on some stuff, some people to organize something, and then I will come back. But I will leave you here watching the eclipse so you receive the information. Remember that the intention for this eclipse is to release the tension of all the ancient things in order to receive the new things. Let's receive the ontocracy from Tele La Marna. Sorry. Sorry, but I they didn't even invited me. I just appear in this cruise, and I'm changing the whole schedule for everything. So, typical de mí. It's very typical of me. Bueno. So, in the meantime, I would like to explain you a little bit of this trip because it's been amazing, and I would like to share a little bit about it. Not much, but just a little. As you might know, if you follow me, you might know that 3 weeks ago, I went to a retreat of ayahuasca in Costa Rica, 4 days in a row, and there I received a lot of information related to the people that were there, and also received a lot of information for people that wasn't there, but I had no idea who they were. And one of the messages that I received for someone there is that he needed to go to Egypt to open the doors for the new world. Y él me dijo, en 2 semanas voy a Egipto. And he said, in 2 weeks I'm going to Egypt. So I said to him, you will find a lot of people that will help to open the doors to create the new state of consciousness. And he said, I am going to a place where there's a lot of important people. So when I explained the whole mission and everything, he said to me, maybe you should come to Egypt. And that's why I'm here. So in this ship, I'm meeting all these people that work with governments, that work with technology, with biology, with so many topics that are in a very high level. And so there's a lot of people that has the tools here to manifest everything that we have been working. Nine. And all people that has the tools to make it possible. So everything that I have been explaining for years that we have to manifest, I I clearly see that it will be possible to be manifested soon. At least start with it. But because it's me, I fool myself in front of all these people. Um, Querían que me vistiera bien, pero no tenía nada para vestirme bien. They wanted for me to dress up properly for this situation, but I had nothing to wear. So I thought, what would be better than unite aliens with Matrix? So I thought about the spoon as a third eye. I will put the sound in a moment when we are ready because now it's very chaotic.
Good evening, everybody. Simple Daddy here with a message for you. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. Can anybody hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention quickly, I would like to make you aware that we are about to be in a key moment of a full eclipse, and we're pretty blessed to actually be able to visually see it. If you would like to move over to Alhambra, we're going to have a moment here with Matias and some of our incredible musicians, just to power the energy and as really flows into the beginning of our journey through the temple.
Sure.
So I welcome you. If you
No, there, no, there, no, there.
Alhambra.
Yes. No, there.
It's beginning now. Can we aim the speakers this way a little bit? Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Everyone, welcome to another beautiful evening here in Egypt. We are feeling just extra blessed tonight to be able to celebrate a beautiful Shabbat with our community here. And at the same time, if you look up this beautiful moon, we have an eclipse happening as we speak. I mean, how magical is that, y'all? Right? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to open it up with a proper Shabbat prayer, and we're going to get some words from our good friend David Yaris and Happy and Aubrey. And then we're going to drop into a little bit of a full moon eclipse ceremony. So please, if we can have your attention, we'd be ever so grateful.
Could you tell them to come and sit around? Sure. Aubrey.
All right. The request would be to just kind of come and sit around. Part of the technology of Shabbat is the table, and instead of a table, we got a pool. So let's all get around the pool.
Careful.
We'll go to the middle.
Careful. Aubrey, careful.
It's a critical. Don't fall through. There you go. All right. Well, everyone feels called to join this Shabbat. Just lend your attention for a moment, and I'll lead it with a story. The first story is about the temples that were built in space. And we visited those temples that were built in space, and many of us have had unbelievably powerful activations from the temples built in space. All the temples that we've been to, and we're so blessed that they still exist and that they still stand, so that we can get the transmission from those temples, from the lineage that may have been forgotten in words but can be felt in spirit. And we're so blessed to have those temples. And I personally am just so utterly grateful for everybody who's allowed me to join in this journey and experience some of the most profound processes of my life. Not all easy, some very difficult, and thank you for collectively, whether consciously or unconsciously, holding space as I went through this pilgrimage, a pilgrimage that many of the Hebrew lineage, my lineage, went through, a trip to Egypt. And this is all part of the hidden lineage of the Hebrew people. And this has been a deep process for me and my family, so thank you for being there as we move through these temples in space. Now, the Hebrew people, they built a beautiful big temple, the Temple of Solomon. And the Temple of Solomon was destroyed by the Romans and taken over. It wasn't destroyed yet, it was taken over. And the lions of Judah came back and they fought valiantly and they took the temple back. And this is the story of Hanukkah. There was not enough oil left in the temple, but the amount of oil they had left from all of the broken vessels was enough. Should have been only for 1 day, but it was for 8 days. And that's the story of the victory of the Lions of Judah that came back and took back the temple. But the Romans came again, the Flavians. The Flavians destroyed it in such a way that they said no two stones will stand on top of each other. That's how desperately they wanted to destroy the temple, because they wanted to destroy the Hebrew lineage. And so the Hebrew people made a move and decided to build temples not in space, but in time. The way you build a temple in time is to build a practice. And one of these sacred practices is Shabbat. And so to invite you into the Holy of Holies, the deepest of the deep, the places of the most sacred of the Shabbat technology, this temple built in time. It goes back to what was on the top of the Temple of Solomon, which was two intertwisted cherubs in a sexual embrace. And this was the divine that they worshiped, but it wasn't either one of the cherubs. It was the space in between the cherubs, the allurement, the attraction, the eros, the intimacy that was created when two people, two beings, two forces, earth and sky, come together. And they called it, in the deepest of the deep, in the holies of the holies, Shekinah. Shekinah. And in that tradition and in that lineage, that intimacy of Shekinah is available in every conversation, in every moment that we have collectively to share right now here around this Shabbat pool. It's an opportunity for a new intimacy, a new configuration that never has been and never will be again. And so thank you for being a part of this Shabbat ritual and ceremony and the ceremony that will follow. Thank you for all of Egypt here, for allowing the Hebrew people to come back and experience this magical place in a different way and reclaim it in a new light. So thank you to all of you, and I'll pass this microphone off to Happy.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. So, I learned recently something that was so powerful, framed for Shabbat, that Shabbat is literally the holiday of chill. It is the time for us to rest and be with people who we love, with our family, our chosen family, our soul family, our friends. So if we could all just take a moment to look across the pool, stare into the eyes of friends new and old. Let's take a collective breath under this full moon, in this Shabbat, in this moment. After several days of go, 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 let it out. We invite these few days of rest, this Shabbat that we get to experience. We are so lucky, so blessed to experience with each of us here, with each and every one of you. What a blessing, what a gift it is to be here in Egypt, celebrating Shabbat together. May we calm the chill. One more breath in, everyone. Release all the worry. Breathe into the peace.
So the sages say that when the sun sets on Shabbat, the air changes and we have the opportunity to change. And so with these deep breaths in this moment, I invite you to think about, what do you want to shift into for this Shabbat? What feelings do you want to embody? Who do you want to connect with? How do you want to show up? And just feel the shift. So we have a couple rituals. We're going to light Shabbat candles to bring in the light. And there's a moment, a tradition, making 3 circles and pulling in the light and covering your eyes and taking a moment for yourself. And so I invite you to take this moment for yourself and pull in the light as we say the blessing together. So we'll do these 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. We can cover our eyes. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu asher kishon v'tzivatav v'tzivonu And now we raise a glass. We now the glass, raise a glass, a cup of joy and celebration. Look somebody in the eye, ignite that joy, that love in somebody else, see them. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei v'ri hagafim. Amen. Cheers. We move into the next portion of our ceremony. Shabbat Shalom,
You want to lead this?
Good night, everyone. Can you hear me? Tonight is very special, and the place where we are is very special. That's why we were thinking on doing this all together. And I would like for all of you to have awareness of what this place means and how special it is to celebrate this ceremony, Shabbat, and here in this place. Because this area in the Nile is where a new idea has been created in order to create unity in all the different traditions, cultures, under one only God, which is the Sun. We are in Tel Amarna, the city of Akhenaton, and I know that most of you have come here because you are getting together in order to create a new reality, a new society, to put together many of the tools to create a new idea of what we can become as a humanity in the future. And this is the same thing that Akhenaton did a few thousand years ago when he decided to move from Luxor and create the capital here, right behind these places here. And we are exactly in the same city where he founded a new philosophy of unity, a new philosophy of growth, of expansion, of truth. And maybe he did it in the wrong time because he was killed because of that. But he sowed a seed that made a lot of people to start following the real truth within. And all the people that from the Nile started to go to the Middle East started to create this path within from his philosophy. So I think that there's no, how do you say this? There's no, coincidence, that's the word. There's no coincidence that we have come here and we are in this place exactly during the end of an eclipse in the full moon. Even if you don't see it right, it's because it's just a numeral and the actual eclipse is in India. But we are able to see just a little bit of the shade of that eclipse, which is our own shadows projected on the moon. The sun is on the other side of the planet, and the moon is there, so it's our shadow projected there. Today is a day that all the darkness that is within our humanity is projected outside, and we can take a look into that at the moon. So it's a good moment to think about all our inner darkness and what do we want to do when the light comes back. So this is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And I think that we have to take benefit of the place we are right now, which is Tel Amarna, to receive the energy of Akhenaton, the philosophy of a new creation with the energy of the moon. And it's all that we have been talking about these days. It's this connection with the outside, with the inside, and a new society. So I invite you all to, those who are standing up there, if you want to get closer and sit around for to start the ceremony that the women will guide for us, because this new cycle in this new time, after 12,000 years, the mothers will rule the planet again. So I give the power to the feminine. Would you come? Sit around, please.
Hello, fam. If you are ready to just turn around and have a moment with her, wherever you are in this space, just turn around and face her. Let it be seated or standing, let it be barefoot or in shoes. Allow this moment of communion to be here for you. Take a moment to feel the ground underneath your feet or your bum if you're seated. Land here, sits bones grounded, feet grounded. Some of us maybe are closing up the eyes to go inward. Take a breath in from your feet. Let them move all the way up into your root and right underneath your belly button. On the exhale, release the energy downward. Inhale from the ground all the way up into your root, into your second chakra. On the exhale, release it all the way down. One more, really feel that energy coming from the soil of Egypt, moving right through you, awakening that second chakra right at the center, underneath your belly button. The color is orange. Let it go out. The element is water, which is exactly what the moon is all about, scorpion water, scorpion moon. Keep breathing nice and easy. The sound that will make is V-A-M, as in vam. Take a deep breath in. The demon of the second chakra is guilt. Breathe in. Let it go. If that feels right for you to stand on your 2 feet right now, stand up tall for her. Left hand on your heart, right hand forward. This is the Nook Mudra, presenting yourself to her. Left hand on your heart, right hand up. Up in through your nose. And a breath out. Nook, N-U-K is the sound. Present yourself with one sound of Nook. Breathe in. Nook. Right arm forward, palm open. Left arm right underneath it, palm open. This is called Da, the receiving mudra. And the giving mudra. It's called Da, D-A. Breathe in. Da. Both hands face the ground as you lower gaze down. This is the bowing mudra. In full permission to be here, bowing. This is Kes, K-E-S. Breathe in. Kes. Relax the hands down towards your body. And start to wave slowly the body side to side, going from one foot to the next, starting to invite the idea of water in the body. From one foot to the next, feel the ground underneath you easy. Allow your ankles to be free. Allow your knees to bend slightly. Allow your hips to slowly sway. Allow fluid flow inside your body. As we marry the sun and the moon, finding the dance of unity, moving the torso slightly. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into the occupations, the resistance. Moving the shoulders side to side. Allowing your neck to be a little softer, letting the ears being heavy, one side at a time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keep the weight going as you lower your gaze down. Let the neck be heavy. Take a moment to let your head roll side to side to the front. Inviting water, even in your brain, let it flow. Flowing ID, creativity, never stopping. Allowing your head to slightly rise back up, looking up towards her. Let it sway. Allow your elbows to find a little bit of movement. Drop into your balls. Drop into your yawning. Take a breath in through the nose. Bring your hands high into the sky. Take a full breath in. Feel the ground. Feel her. Hands together. Slide it down your heart on the exhale. Take a breath in through your nose. Drop your nose forward and bow. Give yourself one moment here for yourself. Take a moment now to turn around and face each other again in a circle. With this beautiful eclipse, let this be an opportunity for connection, collaboration, and healing. So we're going to invite you to every other person to take their turn to step forward. And step forward as your lower self, in your moments of insecurity, in your moments of shame, in your moments of anger, your moments of comparison. All these moments that don't make you feel good. We're going to step forward. Every other person step forward and be fully received by their community in your lowest self in this particular moment. And the other person who hasn't stepped forward, you are going to hold space for each person who had the courage to step forward to heal them in your love and acceptance and empathy, understanding and kindness and full, deep acceptance of exactly who you are. So that in moments when you come home and you're finding yourself in these lowest moments, you remember today under the eclipse that you have a whole community loving you in these lowest moments. So for those who step forward, take a moment to just do a full circle and make eye contact with everyone who backwards to fully be received, loved. Under this full moon, we get to transmute it together. This is a remembering of our humanity. Doing one full rotation. Beautiful. Now taking a step backwards to allow the person who held space for you to step forward. Again, imagine yourself in your lowest moments, in your most afraid, abandoned, frustrated, troubled moments, to fully be received, loved, accepted in those moments, the moments that bring us the most shame. This is the night to be received and loved for all of you. So taking this moment to all those feelings in. It's been a big week. See by those behind you holding space for you. Loved. In these moments of so low, so alone, so isolated. And know how held you are by your friends on the outside. How guided and loved unconditionally you are for even those deepest, lowest moments. You are forgiven fully, you are loved fully, you are appreciated so fully. And we'll do this just one more time, except this time as your highest self. Sometimes taking your step back and allowing the friends to come forward once again, to be fully in your shine. This is a moment where you are a hero, a queen, a king on the greatest stage of your life. Sometimes we feel sheepish, quieted, dimmed with that light. This is a moment to be fully seen for the queen, the majesty, the miracle, the incredible, holy shit, we're alive human that you are. To really know that you are. To cut the tone copy down. No one is here to dim your light. Everyone here is here to support your shine, your highest, highest, highest self. And now turn and be really received by everyone for the magic human that you are. Know how your joy is their joy. Your win is their win. Your success is their success. Yes. Your wealth is their wealth. Yes. Feeling fully received in that. So anytime you want to celebrate, you can. You have a whole community ready to celebrate this month with you. Taking a step back and your next friend stepping forward to again fully receive the magic king and queens that you are, to fully recognize that you are so celebrated in your highest moments, that no one is here to compare, to take you down, that you are just here to be fully recognized for the magical human that you are. Wow. Wow. Feel into your most magical, majestic selves. And take that turn, feeling into the gaze, the technology of the deepest joy, satisfaction, compersion for your success. Your win is their win. Your light is their light. Celebrate every single piece of you, whether it's your lowest point or your highest point. And just remember this when you come home and you're feeling the joys, the highs, that there is a community here celebrating you. And your lowest moments when you're crying, that there's a community here to take you out of the feelings of sadness and shame into states of joy and glory. And with that, Matias, it's time to find a little bit of shaking your legs. Just shaking your legs. Shake it out. Up to your booty. Into the torso. Shake those shoulders. Take it on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Throw it out. Matias. Everyone, it's time to close your eyes. I'd like everybody to face me. Face Talamana. It's time to open the door. The golden door. The golden door of the future. Amsana. Wow, it's now. Telemarna. The Eclipse. Walking through the city of Telemarna, we are all there. Opening up the gates. Gate of the city of awakening. We are taking our footsteps together, back in time, back into ancient Egypt. Our King Akhenaten, our Queen Nefertiti, and all their children. We are there. This is a time of oneness, unity, equality. It is being taught. It is being shown. It is being transmuted to the world. It is going out. We are here now, at this moment. They have been waiting for us. The door is open. The time is now. We are here. Oneness, light, and love. Hold it in your hearts. Embody this. The portal is open. The time is now. And so it is.
Akhenaten calls us to unite within and without. Our quest here today is to rebirth an ancient future just as Akhenaten did. Akhenaten even looks a little bit alien-like. Really represents the ancient future as he saw a future before many, and a future that united within and without, and took an revolutionary leap, quantum leap, into a future that he felt and saw in his heart before many others. Our invitation here today is to dream bigger, is to dream higher, is to envision a greater and brighter future aligned with the sun, just as Akhenaten did, and to connect with each other, to follow our heart's intuition, to connect with those that you feel called to connect with, maybe those you haven't spoken to unite even greater and higher dreams. And may Akhenaten support us in this quest this evening.
Take a deep breath. And try to touch the hands of those who are around you. Softly, in touch, remembering that each one of you is a neuron of the planet Earth. As you connect with the others, through the emotion, through the touch, all your nervous system remembers the first connectivity of all, when we were all one. Feel the pulse of the heartbeat in the hearts of the others. Feel the touch of other humans. Feel the power of the connectivity. And remember. Remember means to put all members together.
when the divine designed, when the divine designed the reality projected itself through time, and time projected itself in light, and light expanded into geometry, and geometry created information, and information evolved through time to find its way to create life in balance, in harmony, to find unity again. We are not just simple species living in a rock. The actual living beings are the spheres that levitate throughout the space. We are simply cells within the bodies of the divine bodies. The moon has been created by the sixth dimension for us to exist. It is the quantum machine that opens the portal to all other divinities. And our memory awakens when we connect with the moon, the sun, as one. We are not here to heal humanity. We are here to remember that we are Earth. Each piece of you is a memory, a thought, that linked with others can create realities. Without time, without space, we open ourselves to receive those who have walked before us. The knowledge, the wisdom, the love, and the will that remains in these lands, so we all can think, project, and create. For the planet is ready to think and expand. And we humans expand through emotion. Smile. Smile, letting your pineal gland and your pituitary gland, it is time to wake up. As you smile, you send the message to all the other neurons. It's time to wake up. And the remembrance is contagious, for it is laughter and love. Feel the resonance. Take a deep breath and resound. The resonance in your hearts are the ones that will awake the coherence in your mouth, so your voice can resound through every dimension. And when you enter the seed of all creation, to the core of the seed of the tree of life that you call the Great Pyramid, remember to sing the song.
Thank you. Yeah, Shelly. Shabbat shalom. Who's ready to dance? If you could make your way back over the bridge to the dance floor, we will begin with 3 Egyptian DJs that we're so lucky to have with us for this trip.